Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about Hate, the board game from Cool Mini or Not. Hate is an upcoming board game that is a 2-player game where each player controls 11 units of a tribe and battle in a clash. Multiple battles can be strung together into a chronicle and can allow more than 2 players to play. Results from each clash are brought over to the next until an ultimate winner is determined for the chronicle. Carried over results include tribe upgrades, unit abilities, and which units are alive, captured, or killed. Death is permanent for a unit, and replacement mercenaries will need to be recruited. Each clash has a set of missions that must be completed. Once a tribe completes all the missions, the clash ends. Afterward, at the village, results of the clash can include developing skills, equipping units, upgrading the tribe deck, hiring mercenaries, or killing captured units for the various benefits. This is accomplished by using Hate, a resource that is gained through various actions. While not much is known of the actual gameplay flow, it is known that there is a tribe deck that affects combat situations with moves like chest kick, dodge, and flee. Now it's hard to pinpoint who designed this. It was definitely a group effort. Their site says it was by the team behind Zombicide with help from Eric Lang and Alex Altanu. I hope I pronounced that right. Board Game Geek only lists Eric Lang. In case you were unaware, Eric Lang has joined Cool Mini or Not as their Director of Game Design. That's in quotes there. So I'm assuming, he's a part of all of their upcoming games, but how much it was in this one is kind of hard to tell. I think pretty highly. He tweeted about it quite a bit, and as I said, Board Game Geek does list Eric Lang as the designer. It is also strictly an R-rated game, as you might have guessed by now, and will be Kickstarter exclusive, except for CMON Play stores. You can go onto the Cool Mini or Not website, click on stores, and then you can see kind of a list of all the stores near you that are cool or CMON Play stores. And what that means is to be a Play store, you have to do certain events and have certain, just kind of you have to show CMON some love, essentially, and their games some love. Not that I think that's hard, but it's not quite every brick and mortar that you'll see. So it's yet to be seen exactly how much of a retail presence this will have, and how much of it will just be strictly Kickstarter. I also don't know if this means that there will be much more Kickstarter exclusives in like the stretch goals and whatnot than in some of the other Cool Mini or Not Kickstarters. And as you know, they can go heavy in that already. So we'll see on that. Hate is based off of Adrian Smith's graphic novels of the same name. Adrian Smith's art is used throughout the game, as it was with Blood Rage and will be with Rising Sun. So, a great artist and a great start to then start sculpting off of. Alex focused on exploring miniatures and miniature painting, and the game was designed specifically with that in mind, especially when it comes to the 11 unique miniatures per tribe. So they are really understanding kind of the miniature hobby and not just miniatures used as a component in board games. Alright, so let's dive into the details here. Let's start with the villages. In between battles, you may upgrade the tribe. The Forge uses savagery tokens to allow special abilities. The Training Grounds allows permanent abilities for tribe members. Note that if captured or killed, units are lost forever, and mercenaries can be hired as replacements and come with pre-configured abilities. The Shaman's Hut allows for more control of the tribe deck. The Churgion, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, allows units to recover otherwise permanent scars or wounds incurred from battle. Wound examples include gouged out eyes, limbs cut off, and cracked skulls. How exactly that's healed, I don't know, but there you go. The Hall of Heroes is where you hire mercenaries. The Oven is used to cook captured units from the opponent to generate different resources, including food. And the Torture Chamber converts the captured unit to Hate, another resource in the game. Now, when I say captured unit, I mean if you're playing a battle and one of your enemies is knocked out, unless you drag them to safety, the opponent can drag them back to their village, and so then afterwards they can either be cooked in the oven or put into the Torture Chamber. Alright, so let's go into the actual unit types here. So there are warriors. These look to have positional bonuses, so depending on where they're at on the board, they get certain bonuses. The warrior champions all attract damage, so it looks to me like they're sort of like the tank, but I think they also get a buff for how much damage they get. The Young Bloods, they're weaker and I believe ranged units. Their description talks about how you start out ranged, but close enough to still smell the blood of your enemy and all that jazz. There's also the Prince. Now, the Prince, I believe, is just a tank, but it's more than that. The prince is actually huge compared to all of your other miniatures. So I'm going to put a size comparison here, but as you can see, they are massive. They're also kind of the leader of your tribe. And then you have the shamans, which are kind of the tribe support. It looks like they probably do different buffs of some kind. I don't know much about healing, but definitely some buffs. Alright, so let's go into the tribes. There are at least 4 tribes that we know of right now. There might be more later, but for now there's at least 4. Now the Kator have flexibility over brute strength. Essentially, they'll do a lot of dice manipulation and deck cycling. The Rock are formation based. They have multiple figures that can be activated at once, and a single attack may be made as a group, so they kind of have to stick together. The Gra are kind of the aggro tribe. They are more offense and less defense. They're just going in to attack. And then the Kal, I don't know how they're different per se. They are a berserker tribe. They get buffs when the tribe members fall in battle, and some situations even call for another unit to be sacrificed to gain advantages. So kind of an interesting mechanic there. So, in conclusion, Hate will be coming exclusively to Kickstarter on January 16th. I will post another video with actual Kickstarter information at that time, so you may use that as a reminder if you are subscribed. Board Game Geek has it set for 2018 release, and it has already been on display at Gen Con, so hopefully it will be a quick turnaround from Kickstarter, like Rising Sun was, where we're going to get it pretty much next month. The setting is very unique. The battle systems seem really interesting. I always personally enjoy card manipulation in battle with miniatures, as it reminds me of like Blood Rage, another Eric Lane game, and one of my favorites. The miniatures look absolutely amazing, though not all sculpts seem to be created equal. Even outside the game, the miniatures themselves look very usable for other games such as D&D, and depending on Kickstarter price, will probably be a very good value for the miniature per dollar ratio. So anyway guys, that is my video. That is everything I've been able to dig up about this game. We'll obviously know more on the 16th, but if you do want that reminder, or if you haven't subscribed yet but like what you see, go ahead and click subscribe. Give that a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. That's always appreciated. Let me know in the comments below what you're looking forward to in Hate, whether you have some additional information or any feedback, or, maybe you just have some questions about the Kickstarter that I can then use in my Kickstarter video. So I'm going to end on a quote from the actual game description. This is not the world we once knew. Diplomacy, kindness, and understanding have been replaced with something much darker. Conflict ravages the land, entrapping everything it touches. War is not pretty, nor kind, and in the new world there is only war, death, and hate. To survive, to win, you must embrace it or die.